Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, y'all, whatever it may be. I'm sorry if I'm a little behind the times. My dog, who was born under a porch in eastern Kentucky and whose pedigree can best be described as some dogs, decided that he's too good to poop in the rain. So it took us a minute to get him squared away. Hope you're all doing well. Monkey's Paw, Marsh House, Seafood All, Rosem. Hope you all are well today. All right, this is going to be a cultured stream, y'all. We are going to the museum. There's going to be art. There's going to be history. Oh. No, that's not right. That's not the stream. I said art and history. Come on, stream. Damn it. Art and history. I said culture. Fine. Yeah, never mind. All right. State of the girl world here. Welcome, y'all. So, we've got Rosie. She is remonetized despite being the one girl that seems to have altered her channel and her content the least. We've got Glitter and Bagels, lasers. She continues to flirt with a sports injury even harder than she flirts with her trainers. Chantal is getting willfully less mobile and less coherent. Unclear if her incoherency is a choice or a consequence at this point. Maybe both. And we've got Amber Lynn, who has managed to be more believably herself on a scripted lolcow drama show than on her own self-curated channel. So that's where we're at. Joban Claudette, good to see you as well. Let me put some pants on, right? Everyone, roll up your pee pads. No more Winnie the Poohing. Get your pants on. We're going to the museum. But before we get started, of course, we have our keywords. Now, Chantal, in her recent kick stream, she did a little rewriting of, as is her habit from time to time. She did a little what some folks call revisionist history. But really, let's go back here. So more what we are looking at than revisionist history is historical negationism, sometimes called historical revisionism. This is the distortion of the historical record, such that certain events appear to have occurred and or impacted history in a way that is in drastic disagreement with the historical record and or consensus, and usually meant to advance a socio-political view or agenda. This is actually what most people mean when they say revisionist history. Revisionism, in its most basic sense, is just a reinterpretation of past events or a presentation of new narratives based on, sometimes, as you see here, newly discovered facts. Most of the history that we consume today is revisionist history. It has been revised repeatedly by historians over the years. Distortion, on the other hand, occurs when historical accounts or narratives are changed to suit a personal agenda. It involves disinformation and a change to history. So, now that we've got that all cleared up, Foodie Beauty is engaging in historical negationism regarding the cat Sam. So that's coming. We're going to talk about that here in a bit. But first, let's go to the museum. Let's go. Let's get out there.
Telling you, this mobility scooter I got for $500 on sale. Amazing.
I mean, that's a fair statement. the scooter company, you know, if anyone is going to sponsor Chantal, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it just for optics for your business, but if you got to do it, if somebody's got to do it, like, they should be the ones, because, whoo, boy, this has got me sold on the scooter. If I ever need to help someone get a mobility scooter, or I need one for myself, this is it. This is the one. $500, and look what she has ridden this thing through. She's basically treating it like a car. She's out on the roads in all weather, any time of day or night, running that battery on fumes. This is a great endorsement for the scooter. You know, it is what it is. SM 2052, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Here we go. We're going to the museum. That's a thing we do. Culture, art, history, let's go. Definitely didn't just look up a list of places she can live stream without getting
the
in trouble.
bumpiness. We are here at
she did that,
downtown.
so.
I got off at the Rito. Don't mind my
Whatever.
shadow. But yeah, this scooter I got was on sale, half price, and honestly,
It's not a mall food court. She's not gonna learn anything or enrich herself. But, you know, heck, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being optimistic. Maybe one of the Beezers will see a painting or a dinosaur bone and, like, grow a brain wrinkle. I don't know. This is probably what I'm
it's
thinking.
really awesome. Like, I'm exceeding the weight limit a bit, but
I still have hope somehow after
very
all
awesome.
this time.
Tim Hortons. Sorry, I don't have any.
Shadow nose.
I really don't. I feel bad.
I'll bump
So
her
we're
down
down
a
here.
little bit.
Here's the Rito Center on the right.
Let me know if that's too low.
Here we have the famous beaver tails. It's a piece of fried dough. It's a Canadian staple. If you ask Canadians what Canadian food is, put in and beaver tails. It's a long piece of fried dough to look like the tail of a beaver. And gonna cross the road safely. It's very delicious. I get mine with cinnamon sugar. You can get all kinds of toppings on it. But yeah, it's really delicious. Here we have the actual market. The backup noise is loud, I know.
I only learned about beaver tails because of Girl World, and it seems to be some sort of Canadian elephant ear. In which case, the notion of just having your elephant ear order down pat, ready to go on deck, or funnel cake maybe, you know, I think that could be mean. Sure, fine, whatever. I don't know why I'm surprised.
Yeah. You can laugh.
Whee! The Fiend,
Look at
good to
these
see you.
candy
Hope you're
apples.
doing well.
Wow. I don't know if my scooter will fit in there, but that looks delicious. Some nice gifts and stuff. Got some dream catchers, Canadian magnets.
Right,
news
Rosem,
owls.
I agree. And
A lot of,
also, it's a
indigenous
museum.
Canadian stuff here. Not a bear.
If there's one thing I've learned looking for activities, especially like when I had little kids, libraries and museums, there is almost always something that you can sign up to do that is inexpensive or even free that might be interesting. And considering the nature of those establishments, clearly they're more than happy to let people live stream as long as they're respectful. She does look completely insane, but you know, that's just the status quo now, apparently.
Their family.
It's part of the get up, part of the whole look, the demeanor, the vibe, the
Some Moroccan food on the left.
cosplay, some might say.
Those are cute. The ceiling. Oh, the Moroccan food smells so good. Here's the Ottawa sign in the Byward Market backwards. Awato. Alright. Let's see what else is around here. We have the Irish flag over there. Irish bar.
That makes sense, Budzilla. That was definitely the impression I got. Like a tourist thing, something you maybe go do when there's a fair. It's the kind of food you bring up and
I don't
most
know what this
people are
building is.
like, I
Slide
haven't
roof?
had
I
one
think
in
it's a hotel.
years.
These streets are awful. These sidewalks are awful for the scooter.
Definitely not the sort of thing that they're just like, oh yeah, I get mine like da-da-da-da-da.
Danger.
Unless
nice.
there's 7.
All right.
Yes, Fred,
This is a
and
cold
a tiny
Actually,
bit of
it's not
research is
February.
usually all it takes to sort out what you can strafe in, not in those kind of
It's,
places.
March.
Definitely.
It's March 2nd. I keep thinking it's
They
February.
make it so easy because museums, libraries,
This is
again,
lost,
places
but it
like
is
that.
crazy.
I've worked in places like
Oh,
that
yeesh.
over the years. I have a degree from a liberal arts college, so I've worked a lot of
National
random
Gallery.
jobs. And those kinds of places are usually super focused on access. They want folks to be able to come, to be able to enjoy the exhibit, the amenities, whatever it is. They want there to be as few cost barriers and as few mobility barriers, etc., as possible for people. Access is almost always the thing driving what their plan is when they are doing events. So they make it very easy for you to find out what you can get into with your mobility device, what's going to be free, what you could, say, record or live stream from if you wanted to. Totally not difficult to research. Literally designed for people like her to be able to just hop on a website and
Here we
figure
are at
out
the National
easily
Gallery. Oops.
and accessibly. I don't know
This
how else
famous
to tell her to
huge
just look some
spider
stuff up.
I don't know much about it. I'd have to look it up, but I know it's a really iconic
Yeah, no, don't
art
look
piece
it up.
outside of the National
As
Gallery.
I'm
Canada.
ranting about her not looking stuff up. Like, oh, I'd have to look it up.
I'll have to find the.
I can't
What it's about
imagine Budzilla.
online.
It's once in a while I will find myself looking up something or another about Ottawa or Ontario, or whatever, whatever place in Canada she happens to land at the time. And it's always interesting to contrast the reality to what we see. Like, for example, from her perspective, it seems like that mall that she's going to from her apartment is a little ways away. It would be maybe not the most practical thing to walk. And then when you kind of actually look at it from other perspectives, it's like, oh no, this should not even be an issue for her. This is a walk across the street, And the wildlife park that she visited, when you look at others' experience of that, it does not look like a sad petting zoo where you just get assaulted for carrots. It is what it is. She did the same thing with Kuwait. When you watch travel vlogs, the places sometimes that she would go herself in Kuwait, when other vloggers are visiting those, they're making it look great. She can make anything look like a shithole. I don't know. It's a special gift. She could honestly teach a class in it.
Let's see.
That mall is on her front lawn. Exactly. This is very much like, I happen to live very close to where Amberlynn and Beck lived when they were in Kentucky, and seeing them go to certain places and just refuse to take advantage of all of the things that are there was infuriating. Where they lived, for the most part, initially when they were first in Kentucky, Amberlynn, there was so much around her as far as natural attractions, outdoor attractions, if she had been willing to go out and get into those. And not all of them may be accessible to her, but certainly plenty that were. She could have had content for days. When her and Beck would come up to Lexington, I happen to be very familiar with the hotel they stayed at in Lexington, if anyone remembers that, when they just basically hung out in the hotel and I think went to like Walmart and Cheesecake Factory, the same thing they did like every day back in Somerset or wherever. And the hotel they were staying at, across from the hotel is a park with a fountain, like gorgeous, huge fountain. Across from that park is a complex of bars and restaurants, all locally owned, different styles of menus, different tiers of casual to formal. There's museums down there. There's art galleries down there. On certain nights, there's like gallery hops where all of the galleries are open late, and a lot of the little bars and pubs and things. There'll be lots of little happy hours and stuff. There's tons of stuff. That's where there's bands, local music all over the area down there. They were in the spot where there is any nightlife for like miles around that happens. It happens where they were. And what did they do? They went to Cheesecake Factory. Yeah. You see how it gets me. All right, moving on. Let's go to the museum.
How do you get in? How do you get in? Is the
Yes,
entrance
this
that
is
way?
the museum.
Okay.
How do we get it in the museum?
I don't know how to get in. All right, they close at 5. It's 4, so probably
An hour before they close. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, this is the museum. Oops.
Planning.
This is the Museum of Art in Canada here. Just showing you a little bit.
Listen, I have been this tourist in a place where it's like, oh shoot, we've got an hour before such and such close. I'm talking about after a day of going to like attraction, event, location, whatever, museum after museum, like a day of museum going in, say, a city I'm visiting, and it's like, oh gosh, we've been to 4 galleries, but we've got 1 more hour, we can go to this last one, and, you know, zipped through, sure. But she had nothing to do and all day to get here.
So I asked about photography and filming, and they said it's fine. There's a few, unless there's a sign in front of the art exhibit, we're not allowed to film, so...
I feel like somebody creative
Wow,
can
this is
find
nice.
something
It's
anywhere.
the
There are
Patreon.
people in the
I don't know.
sticks with nothing for miles who find
I
ways
can't see
to
that.
make interesting and varied content. Yeah, she just pointed at that arena where Ariana Grande was going to perform and then kept moving to Cheesecake Factory. Inside that arena, in addition to the performance area, are also more restaurants, more shops. That's a place where a lot of events, like when we have things like Scarefest, Comic Cons, things like that, those will be in that area. That's where UK basketball, that's where they play a lot. That's a huge thing. Yeah, there's like so much that happens right there that they could have walked to, even in the wrong shoes. You can walk there.
Okay, here's the winter exhibit.
Who goes to a museum the hour before they close to film?
What else can you
Well, in the case of Foodie, I think it's so she doesn't have to be here that long. Oh, if I only go an hour before they close, then I only have to be there an hour. I can get in and out. I mean, seriously, you know, museum cafes are not known for their reasonably priced, high-quality food items. Usually, it's like, would you like to pay $15 for a dried-out grilled cheese sandwich and some Campbell's tomato soup? That's the vibe in a lot of museum cafes. Sometimes there's not a cafe. Sometimes it's just coffee. I don't know what this one's like. I didn't do the research, but I mean, neither did Chantal. So, you know, I guess we're even on that.
Oh, this is a Monet. Claude Monet? Oh, no.
But if they close at 5 and she went, say, like, right after lunch at like 1, 2 o'clock, then she'd have no reason not to be there for a few hours. She ain't doing that. We'll go at 4. We got from 4 to 5 to art. We will get culture from 4 to 5.
James Wilson.
And
Canadian.
then it's cheesesteak time.
View towards Lévis. I've been to Lévis.
Don't back up and actually show a painting. Just kind of, bye. Whatever.
Canadian, Maurice.
If you get up at 3 p.m., you only have that much time if they close. Also true, Rose. Also true.
Maurice Cullen. I've never heard of him. Have you ever heard of him? Anybody?
Even in Foodie's malls, she could liven things up. She speeds by everything en route to the food court. Yes, anything interesting, we're just zipping by. We're getting shitty angles up. Also, we're sped up again. We are on 1.25, I think.
GPS? Oh, yeah. No, it just makes it easy to drive and film too, you know? What is this exhibit, do you know? Oh, winter. Yeah. Very nice. Indigenous? Indigenous? Oh.
Oh, he was asking her about the tripod. I was like, GPS.
Really nice. Winter count. Oh, there we go. I can't see from here. Oh, there we go. Winter count. Whoa, this is a really cool museum. I'd like more time here. Takes about 2 hours, they said.
Yeah. Also, something that most museums will tell you if you just call ahead. They are very happy usually to give you some rough estimates on how long it may take to get through certain wings, certain exhibits. If you want to like take a nice little gander at most things and, you know, read a lot of plaques. They'll also tell you when there are tour times that you can maybe join a guided tour. That might have been interesting. No, we don't want to do that. Don't do that.
Inuk, Alaska.
Nah, let's just zip by with Foodie and learn nothing. Screw it.
Eritrean Canadian.
Read a sign. Nah.
The frigid winter temperatures of the northern hemisphere have prompted people to adopt distinct ways. Uh-huh.
This is wasted on her, and she's likely screwing up the experience for others there. The saving grace here is that this is a vlog and not a live, so she's using her inside voice.
Canadian winters, especially way up north.
And not screeching at Tracist and
Charlotte Schreiber, British Columbia, don't be afraid.
Hey, Sin Eater, hope you're doing well. And Nola, hope you're doing well too, by the way.
Nice.
The only artist that Cutie appreciates comes from Subway.
Oh,
hey, those sandwich artists, man, they're working hard. She appreciates a sandwich crafts person.
Kitchen Door with Ursula. It's a by Christine Flung.
Hey, look, guys, it's an art.
I really like that one. That makes you feel like you're opening your balcony door there. The Grand Hall. Let's see.
I'm not surprised that she likes the photorealism.
Not sure what's down here.
Her brain doesn't have to make any extra steps or connections to figure out what's going on. It just looks exactly like the thing that it is. Oh yeah, no, it's cool as hell. It's impressive as hell when people can do that too. I can't do it, but I'm not surprised that that would be something she would kind of gravitate towards over, you know, these things that kind of are a little more
light on a green cloth,
abstract. And
I'm about to make art, I'm telling you. Brown on a white sheet.
Kind of make you
a rhubarb leaf.
Have to use the weird part of your brain or
interesting
whatever to really like.
Wow, I just love the vibe of art galleries. There's some chanting.
She loves the wide open floor space. And the fact that they're letting her stream.
We'll come back for all the explanations because I don't really have a lot of time here, guys.
Chopin Claudette, that's very interesting. I'll have to look up those pieces. Camps, good to see you as always. Foodie thinks art is finger painting with poop.
Whee! I don't know where we're going, but... Oh.
Well, whenever she did it, Saul always put it on the fridge, so it must be art. Oh, yeah, I'm glad she got out of there. She did not need to take the scooter through that room with her reflexes and blind spots.
Whoa.
What? Well, no time to find out. We only got an hour.
those things? What is that?
Are you allowed to lie on this? Like, I swear, if she just spends the rest of the hour sealing there in front of this video, I'm done. What is it? Who knows? Who cares? Gonna find out? Nah, why bother?
I don't want to hit the glass.
Yep, just cruise through some rooms. Like, yeah, that's an art, all right. Anyhow.
Hello. Dog on a chaise.
Hey guys, should I go inside the china shop? China shop owner is never gonna financially recover from that. Macaroni art. Y'all. I love this chat. Oh, when you got nothing to say about the arts, you just slap some piano over it. It'll be fine. All right, y'all enjoy the trip here. I'll be right back. I gotta let a cat from one room into another because a door got accidentally closed.
Going up the elevator to level 2. See what they got. I got like 15 minutes left. That sucks. Let's go. Is this not open or what? Oh, indeed it is.
I'm back. What I missed? Did we learn anything?
Italy.
Pulpy was disgusted by this. Yeah, it's pretty pathetic. It's just kind of okay.
Piero.
I mean, I guess she kind of. Oh, I don't know. I almost said, I guess she kind of tried, but did she? She went at 4 o'clock, which I gotta feel like is intentional in a way. Like, if I go at 4, I don't have to be there that long.
Big wall of lines.
It really seems pretty pointless. This is obviously just to have something to throw up on YouTube so when remonetization time comes around, she's got the watch hours. Now, kids, what have we learned today? Absolutely nothing, Mr. Fred.
Okay, so it's like artistic math. Cool. The hell? Was that art or? In any case.
Yeah, it's another tour of Girl World liminal spaces here.
What the heck?
Yeah, okay. Well, don't, again, it's just what the heck. Everything's what the heck. Don't read any signs. You gonna read a sign finally? We gonna learn about Oldenburg? We gonna do it? Read it out loud? No. Y'all can just go back and pause it if you feel like absorbing a piece of information. Foodie's not gonna share with the class.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I gotta get hurry up, guys. I'm so sorry. This was impromptu actually to come here.
The National Gallery has an informative website. Oh, I bet they do. I bet they do.
What is this? I'm freaked out right now. Oh
I don't even have to look at it to know that it's very informative and useful. Access, that's what I'm saying. She chose something easy and still made it difficult, tedious, and just empty. How? How have you done this? She complained in a live about even going here. Yeah, she really is giving off the I'm here for the art vibe, that's for sure. Definitely not just here to live stream inside, because, Are we doing donuts? I'm gonna be ill. If I get motion sickness from her doing donuts in the red room in the museum, I'm out. I will turn this channel around.
Is that me? It's me. It's me. It's me. Cute. How do I get out of here now?
The seal's doing something, though.
Oh.
It's balancing its littlest stool. Oh, yeah, and then she just kind of wanders into an empty room, and that's pretty much that. Yeah. Alrighty. So I do have some kick clips. Not the whole thing. She went off on her Sam tangent. That devolved into some BBJ rage. I cut her off about there because I can't. I remember when she sat talking about BBJ before the whole incident, and I'm not getting into it because I can't. I don't have the bandwidth for all of the rabbit hole of that. However, that being said, I remember when she sat at the little table and she said, quote unquote, "It's not my fault. She won't die." Because she really, her preference, she wanted to have BBJ put down. I don't know. And now we're rewriting Sam's history about whoever she gave Sam to. We should have done this for keywords. Gave. Whoever she gave Sam to. Saying, oh, it was fostering, it was temporary, it was this, it was that. So I got that part. We're gonna watch that. We're gonna watch her talk about Sam. Yeah. And, you know, my main rebuttal to all of this, Foodie, is you sat and said, I gave my cats away for you. Not, I fostered out my cats for you. Not, I temporarily rehomed my cats for you. Not, I let someone borrow my cats for you. I gave my cats away for you.
Kick Bachelor? No. I'm not dating.
Kick Bachelor? Oh. Yeah.
Hey,
that'd
Larry.
be great. Let's do it. Come on. Let's do it.
You're best?
I'm not dating. She's not dating,
person's
y'all.
name and gift sub. Okay. Thank you. I didn't know how it worked. Potatoes. Oh, thank you, VTB. Thank you. Man. Hey, Joe.
Yeah, she did. I'll have to dig because I think it's deep in like my Google Drive, because at a certain point I had to make some sacrifices. The girl world situation had got a little out of hand on my computer. I had to make some decisions, and so I moved a bunch of like really old clips and things that I had just like, oh, well, I might want to come back and use this someday, you know, and it might be hard to find. I'm going to stash it away. I'll have to dig for that because I can't find it easily, but there is a clip out in the world. I have it somewhere. I think it's on like Kiwi Farms is maybe where I found it, but it's her and she's just like, yep, it's not my fault she won't die, when people were giving her shit about wanting to put her down. And the rehoming business. It was gross. It was disgusting. There's a receipt out there from Twitter where she posted a pic of her and Sam the day she said he was adopted. Yeah. Well, you know, it's the past. The only version that matters to her is her version, and somehow it's never the version that any of us ever remember or have documentation of.
I feel like a fight with the person who has Sam. I don't know why people are so fucking cruel. Like, it's so complicated. It's so complicated. Because I asked for an update. Well, I had my mom ask because she is in communication. And then apparently the person got pissy and was like, it's not your daughter's cat anymore. First of all, and she's passing him around. First of all, it was actually only supposed to be like somebody watching until I came back to Canada, and then it turned into I felt bad, so I said, okay, like I think I told her to keep him or whatever, but like I obviously am worried about how he's doing. You know what I mean? Like why be a fucking cunt about it? So I'm like, anyway, like I called her fucking, like I told her off. I'm like, you are passing him around. Like, first of all, apparently he was happy, but then all of a sudden, like anytime I would ask for an update, apparently he was happy. Hey, cheesy yum yum. I didn't call her anything, but right now I am. Anyways, hey, Ellen Dragonfly, Sam, yeah. So and I don't ask for updates often, you know. So it originally started like this girl was gonna foster him for me while I was gone, because I didn't know how long I was gonna be gone. Okay, that's my chest. And then she moved away somewhere to college or something, gave her to this woman who is supposed to have him. Thank you, Minna. And then she was living at her mom, so Sam was there and they had another male cat. I thought that they were getting along, everything was okay. So then come to ask for an update, my mom asked for a recent update. It's been a while. And she's like, that's when she said, it's like, it's not your daughter's cat anymore. And like that's...
It's not her cat anymore. It's been years now. Okay, I'm going to play Foodie's advocate here. Let's just pretend. Let's put aside just everything we know, everything we remember, everything we might have receipts for. Just put it on a shelf for right now. And we're going to all just pretend. Class, everyone, just put your imagination caps on and pretend that she intended this to be a temporary foster situation until she got back to Canada from going to Kuwait to get married. You know, the kind of stuff that you totally move back from. Totally normal to expect to come back from that in a timely manner. Which, if that's true, that just means she actually really did think she could get Salah into Canada within 3 or less years, I guess, or whatever it's been. Like, she thought that was going to be a lickety-split, you know, let's seal the deal and get her done kind of situation. If that's true. That's what I would take that to mean. Even if we just pretend that, yeah, put aside the facts, folks. Even if we pretend that's the situation and it was reasonable for her to expect to be back in Canada, you know, she thought, oh yeah, I'll be back in a bit. I'll either be back with him or I'll be back a fleeced divorcee. Either way, I'm coming back for this baby kitty cat. He's my baby. I'm coming back for him one way or another. This is a temporary foster situation. At the point at which this person then transferred ownership, stewardship, guardianship, fostership, whatever, of the cat, do we know if Foodie was in Canada, Kuwait, Syria, wherever at the time? Was she beezing in Thailand, crapping in a hotel bed, eating chicken skin? Was she in Qatar eating the Sasa money? Where was she? Who knows? No information on when that was breached. Whatever. Okay. Fine. Even if you accept what we don't know if she was there to take the cat when the transfers happened. What did she expect? We know that by her admission, she gave this to someone who went to off to college and gave the cat to her family. So that tells me you and Smee, because this is all someone Smee knows, you and Smee gave the cat to, a teenager? And you thought that at some point they wouldn't move and potentially need to rehome the cat? I had a cat when I was a teenager. Then I went to college, states away. I did not take my cat states away, Amberlynn, because that would have been traumatic for the cat to move him states away into a situation that was not necessarily going to be a long-term housing situation for me because I was living in dorms. You know, just like, you know, moving in with your online girlfriend temporarily for a couple months is not a stable situation to, take your cat to. You just don't. So I left him at home with my family. He then became the family's cat. It is what it is. It's also, I think, very, very likely, if we're accepting any element of this as truth, the part where she's contacting these people, I believe she would have the nerve to do so, or, strong arm Smee into doing so, since Smee apparently knows them. But here's the thing. These people know Smee. They know her mother. They're in some sort of communication with their mother. Maybe not friends. She says they're not friends. Whatever. They know each other. There's some sort of acquaintance. Foodie says she's been asking for updates. If we believe that, is it not possible, and in fact highly likely, that Smee has kept this family abreast of Chantal's antics, and that they have perhaps even followed those antics themselves to some degree, particularly around the times when this wackadoo just pops up in their DMs being like, how's my cat? How's my cat? So, yeah, at a certain point, they may have changed their minds. I think it's completely possible that they may have agreed, not necessarily to a temporary foster situation per se, as she's saying it, but that they may have agreed to, if it doesn't work out with this man over there, if it doesn't work out and you end up coming back, just let us know and we'll work it out. And I could certainly see agreeing to that based on what I know at the time, and then later learning that they are unstable, they are not the best pet stewards, seeing them come back and forth and back and forth and change their minds, seeing them come back to Canada and then not ask for the cat, but then adopt another cat and then immediately rehome that cat and then buy a cat, and then they hit you up for the cat. Would you not be like, actually, you know what, deal's off, it's my cat now, you want to fight it, see you in court? Like, that's where I would be at that point. Just saying.
Not the point. I'm asking how Sam is.
All right, I'm going to let her talk.
ITCH. And then she's like, he's with my sister now because the cat they weren't getting along and beating each other out, or like they were fighting or something. It's like, and I specifically told this person, if you cannot.
Legally in Canada, pets are property. Yeah, and, if you just abandon your property with someone after a certain point in time, does it not become theirs? Also, Foodie didn't provide for Sam's maintenance, food, vet care, so it was a done deal. And, that brings up another point that I meant to mention in my little rant there. When these people, again, they may have agreed to that sort of situation initially, and then things changed. One of the things that could have changed was they then received the cat. I have a cat who was rehomed with me from a friend who moved from a farm property to an apartment. She was not able to take the cat. I took the cat. Whatever. If she contacted me now, 7 years down the road and was like, can I get an update on the cat? Absolutely. Happy to send her a picture. Happy to give her an update. If she wanted the cat back, I don't know. My kids are pretty attached to the cat after a certain number of years. Gray area, depending. But I can tell you that it would be a hard no and not even a discussion, even as far as updates about the pet are concerned. If I had agreed to take the cat, she'd showed up to drop the cat off, and when I received the cat, he had been in the state that we know her cats to have been in. If he had showed up matted, flea-ridden, no vaccinations, hadn't been to the vet and God knows when, dirty, underfed, absolutely not. No, you're not getting updates about this cat. You're not getting your cat back. It's done. This is my cat now. It's over. Move on. Again, you want your cat. We can go to court and talk about the property that you abandoned with me and didn't take care of when you did have it.
What? It's somebody my mom knew. I don't think they're friends, but
when were they supposed to give Sam back?
Around,
yeah,
exactly.
It's for drama and views.
I'm like, you're just being cruel for like nothing. Seriously, I know he didn't want him. BB didn't want him. I'm like, you're being cruel for nothing.
Exaggerating the
Sam would be happier than just with being passed around to all these people.
He'd be happier than being passed around to all these people if you just passed him around back to me. how does she know? She has no idea how many times he's been passed around, how he's doing in those situations, because it sounds like they've cut her off from updates fairly. And from what she has described, you know, you hear her stories and we know she exaggerates, we know she lies, but sometimes there are these things that just have the ring of truth that you can kind of glean from it. And what it sounds like to me is this was some young girl, teenager, whatever, who took the cat. Like, oh yeah, I'd love a cat. And she had the cat for a while and she went off to college and the cat got quote unquote passed to her family, which may even just be staying in the same home with her parents or something like that. But the cat got passed to her family, as happens in those situations. And now the cat is just with another family member of this person's. And they're not interested in dealing with the train wreck that is Chantal in their DMs screeching about their cat.
Text message that she admitted, she's like, I was only supposed to be temporary. Yeah, right. Anyway.
Land designer, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Even if she fostered out Sam, can you blame the new owner to find another home for Sam? Precisely, that's what I'm saying. Given everything that we know about the condition of those cats and everything we can assume about what they know about her, if they've in any way gotten updates on her life, be it from her channel, social media, from SME, whatever, there's no way in hell they'd be like, oh yeah, you can have your cat back. You can have information about your cat. We'll send you pictures. You want to come over and talk to the cat? Absolutely not.
I had this happen with a horse. I had to give up. They starved him until
I would probably say I would probably lie to and be like, oh no, and just, yeah, the cat's here, but I'm not telling her. Cat in the corner watching me like, you just lied. Like,
yeah,
yes.
I regret it so bad. I literally will never fucking go through that again.
How long is temporary when there's
like
no
property.
known time?
They don't care. Nobody cares.
It was indefinite, but it was temporary.
Like, if I was,
what's not
if
to
I had somebody
understand you
rear their head
guys?
to me, and they simply asked for an update because, like, you act. Yeah, she was cooperative every other.
Did you ask for an update or did you ask for the cat back? Those are two different things. I mean, at a certain point, yeah, I found out that the person who had my cat was a piece of shit cat owner based on A, the cat's condition, and B, the video evidence that I had been seeing, or C, the updates from said cat owner's mother. I might decide not to even give you updates. But why does the fostering situation matter if you just ask for an update? You just want an update. Yeah, did you ask for an update or did you ask for the cat back? And they were like, you are ridiculous. Absolutely not.
Time. It's like, you act like I shouldn't care or love for him just because I had to rehome him. Which I admitted I shouldn't have done, but I didn't know what else to do at the time, you know? And I entrusted him.
If you cared or loved, you would just leave him where he is. You would let him be happy and just live out the rest of his days without his life being turned upside down again for no good reason, only to possibly do it yet again when you go off to do whatever it is you're going to do when you abandon this place.
Him in this situation. What's the big deal? It doesn't sound like anybody in your family fucking wants him anyway. You know? Shut the fuck up. Sam is the only one. She doesn't even have him. She doesn't have him. I don't know why she cares.
Because you probably won't get out of her damn messages popping off about it, making it a bigger deal, trying to go back and rewrite the terms of whatever agreement there was, or making demands despite the fact that you've proven you don't deserve the cat. They're just not interested. No, I would stonewall you too and be like, no. Nope, cats with family, I don't know. Nope.
No excuse.
Bye.
None.
Blocked.
There's no
reported.
Excuse. Like, she doesn't even have him anymore. She moved away to go to college. Her too. Yes, her sister. Anyway, which she was.
Yeah, it sounds like, yeah, her sister. Yes, yeah, so she gave the cat to someone. Someone gave the cat to the sister. Sister went away to college. It sounds like it was, you know, some young ladies living at home, starting out in life. They got the cat. They passed the cat around within the family. Possibly even within the family home. We don't know. If I had to guess, I'd say that's probably the case, and she's just overblowing it for the sake of dramatics. Is it ideal to pass the cat around within the family? No, not necessarily. Is it better than passing it back to you to some unknown fate that's probably gonna involve abandoning it again? Yeah, absolutely not. That's a worse idea. Sometimes you pick your battles.
Not supposed to do. She was supposed to let me know every time he was moved around. I don't like him being moved around. I said, when I get back to Canada.
Yeah, I would stop too. If the person, again, if for some reason I had to rehome my cat that was rehomed to me, and the person I'd gotten him from was Chantal, there's no way in hell I would not tell her who I was giving him to. I would not give her dibs or whatever on getting him back. Absolutely not. And especially, imagine if she did tell you, oh, I'm giving Sam to this person. And then that person, the sister. And then the sister tells you, oh, I've got to college, so I'm leaving him with my parents. And you pop off the way you pop off whenever anything is like not the Chantal way. I'd stop too. I'd stop giving you any kind of information too. I'd go absolutely gray rock. No contact. Forget it. We're done.
Keep him. Give him fucking back to me. You dumb bitch.
Took him down the long road. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're all fucking stupid.
Allegedly, I guess. Whatever.
Sorry, guys. I'm just really... I'm over people. Like, I'm so over it.
Are you over it? Are you over it? Is that why you spent 20, 30 minutes, whatever it was, ranting about it?
No. That wasn't the agreement. I just said what it was. Are you fucking deaf? Probably. I don't know if she knows. She probably does now. She probably does.
I just said what the agreement was. I didn't show any proof of what the agreement was. I don't have any receipts. I don't have any screenshots. Whatever. This is worse than Amberlynn using her journals for proof. No. The proof is, I just said it. Did you not hear?
Hey, Krista. I am blocking
definitely misplaced anger.
That's not the point. That was not the agreement. And even then, she just acts like I'm supposed to just not care.
She is pissed about this Malaysia thing. She is pissed about the diet. She is pissed about whatever is going on with Saleh. He has not given her the attention that she wants right now. I have some suspicions about this alleged vacation. If it was even real, it may have been a grift from the beginning. But based on her reaction lately, I don't know if it's the vacation or whatever attention she was getting because they were allegedly planning one, or they were at least participating in the grift to plan the vacation together. Whatever attention she was getting because of that vacation, real or fake, he's not giving her now, and she is pissed off. She's on her March diet, which means she's still eating the cheesesteaks nonstop, so that's going great. It's just she's having a bad day, and she is taking it out on these people who took in the cat that she chose to abandon for some dick she met a couple weeks ago.
It's not your cat either, bitch. You're not even with him, you fucking moron. I don't know.
Not a couple weeks ago.
I'm just gonna let it go.
A couple weeks ago from when she was like,
I'm not letting
take my cat. Ooh, Salah and Murad back together again, you think? Oh, business partners forever.
Haters, yeah, probably. They don't give a shit, just like the haters, they don't give a shit about the well-being of the cat. Sam would be 100% happier with me.
Big business.
Like, 100%.
How do you know? You have no idea how happy the cat is or isn't because they're not giving you updates, understandably. I can assume, she wouldn't assume this, but I can assume since they've decided to cut you off from that they might actually be competent pet owners. So the cat's probably happier. Do you really think the cat would be happier in your trash apartment with this other cat it doesn't know that has just great home training already and is basically an active teenager? Nobody loves a teenage cat more than an elderly cat that's thrown into a situation with them, let me tell ya. Oh, Lord have mercy. That, I mean, could be fine. Could end in bloodshed. Oh.
Than just being moved around. It's not so horror time. I'm so glad
better to
someone
just keep passing him around, find
I don't know.
a stable home.
I have proof of her admitting that, but they're probably going to look over like, well, you left them for 3 years.
Times and
that's not the
find
point.
A stable,
I don't know,
good
and maybe
home.
at some point I said she could.
And that stable, good home is not with the woman who can't even commit for the sake of her health insurance.
She could keep him, but I don't remember. I don't know what I said. I don't even remember. That's the problem. There's not really a good communication trail. Like, you know, all I have is the recent text, really.
Isn't that convenient that you know word for word what the agreement was, but also it was blurry and there's no evidence. That's about right. That sounds right.
She did say in the text, like, basically, it was only supposed to be temporary. She, in the same breath, in the same sentence, the moron, apparently in college, is saying it was only supposed to be temporary, and then, but you gave him away.
Two things can be true. I can take him until I go to college, but because I've taken him, then I will take on the responsibility of rehoming him at that point if need be. I could certainly see that being something that a teenager might agree to, and that Foodie, in her desperation to get rid of the cat as quickly as possible, would certainly be like, oh yeah,
yeah. Whatever.
That's what I think Monkey's Paw too. I think the girl went to college and the cat is just with her family and she is throwing a fit just to have something to throw a fit about.
I mean, it's a different story. Like, I don't know if they really, how much can you, like, she's like, well, he had to leave the home because he was fighting with the other cat. Well, that's not what I was told.
Me too, Rose. I've been looking at his art on the side. You are a fan of like that Monet painterly style. Go check this guy out. Cesar Cote is I don't know if I said that right, but it's in the chat and beautiful. Cesar Cote.
Like happy. So whatever.
Here you are. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Whatever. So I hate people like that. I just hate, like, why be cruel for no reason? Like, you know, if somebody rehomed their pet to me and wanted updates, I wouldn't be a bitch about it. I would be like,
oh yeah, you would be polite, accommodating, you would be generous, you would even give them that cat back if they're like, can I have my cat back? Absolutely, totally, 100%. I believe it. Y'all believe it?
Sure. How hard is it to give you a few sentences? Like, wow.
Can you imagine if the shoe
I told my mom to tell
was on the other foot and we kind of know. We know what the person who rehomed Smokey with her had to put up with, even though they were supposedly in a time pinch. They had to deal with her trying to give the cat back a couple of weeks later and threatening to dump it. And good grief, Chantal. Just stop with the cats. It's rage bait, isn't it? Is it rage bait? It's working. I'm enraged.
Please, please, please tell them if anything happens and you cannot keep the cat. Let me know. She's in college. Why does she give a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, seriously.
I don't know. Maybe, unlike you, she actually gives a crap about the cat having a stable, comfy life. And if the cat has that and has had it for a while and is currently having that in a place where it is familiar, why disrupt it if you don't need to?
So stupid. And don't even try and come on here on all troll accounts because you're instantly fucking blocked.
It's rage bait and it worked.
I didn't abandon him, you stupid fucking idiot. I took the time to find somebody who had an agreement with me.
You took a couple weeks to cobble together an agreement with apparently a teenager or kid or whatever, and please. Don't act like you put so much thought into this. You were watching the clock, hoping you could give BBJ the pink juice before it was time to go, and you wouldn't have to deal with that.
To take care of him. Clean your fucking ears.
Yeah, the cat is no longer hers.
Oh my
Marsha.
God. Just because somebody rehomes their pet or fosters their pets for an amount of time does not mean they stop caring or loving the animal.
Yeah, normally I don't like to speak for others, Marsha Howe, but I think this is one situation where we can all probably safely speak for this family that took Sam in. Go fuck yourself. 100%. Kindly just go fuck yourself.
Like, seriously. Yeah, wow, yourself. Get out of here. The hell? You people act like I should just let you in my chat? Fuck you. And, like, just be an asshole? No. Seriously. How hard is it to send a picture? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. So that's one thing that pissed me off tonight. Just, like, the fuck? Anyway, whatever. I'm not going to let that get to me and ruin my life more than it is now. Like, whatever. Yeah. So, whatever. There's no... Don't come in here and tell me what to do. Bye, Rhonda. Oh, another one. Bye. You cleared your ears out, you fucking idiots. He was fostered. And there was an agreement if he's going to be passed around to give him back, and they agreed. You fucking...
A blurry agreement with no receipts. But okay.
retard.
Sure, we can
Hi,
pretend.
Teardrop.
Earlier, she's spelling out bitch, but we're just gonna throw that out. Fine. Sure. Whatever. Ramadan's going great, by the way.
Oh my God, I hate people.
As usual.
Fuck off. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, scrapes inner ear with plastic fork.
I swear, I talk and it just... People with, like, no brain, it's like a wall, like this. That's what it's like talking to. 100%.
Oh, projection. The projection with this one.
Oh. There was an agreement.
Yeah, I think she's getting worse,
There was an agreement. I told my mom when she found somebody,
just making
tell her,
less and less sense.
please.
Like, she was never...
I come back to Canada.
She was never a pair of sound arguments. Those were not her forte by any means. Connecting the dots. Just, you know, making reasonable statements and assessments of a situation and stating those clearly. That was not something she was ever doing a lot, but she is getting a lot worse lately. Something about the scooter, I think, and what combined with whatever has gone on in the background lately with the divorce being back off the paper, because, you know, it's only a makeshift divorce now. It's not a real divorce for her fake marriage, whatever. Something is going on there. She's still managing to, you know, get strung along by solid, which is like an accomplishment in her book. The scooter, her replacement car, has got her feeling empowered as all get out enough to go get herself mall bands all over Ottawa. She's weird way lately, and I don't like it. She's getting dumber.
Okay? I don't care if you're offended by words I use. I don't give a fuck. Oh, I'm so tired
yes,
of...
Rhythm. She could carry a paragraph in the villa, no problem.
People being
now,
offended by
only
every
when she's
fucking
raging,
goddamn
only when
thing
she's
in,
hot
like,
and popping
anything.
off about something can she, like, complete one
I don't care if
sentence
I hurt your
even.
feelings. I don't care if I offend you. I'm not responsible for your triggers. I'm not responsible for your feelings. Okay? If you can't see the context that I'm using that word
Regression,
in, it's not attacking
yes,
people with
thank
disabilities,
you.
then you're just as R-word. I don't care, okay?
Oh, okay, now we're gonna...
Hi, Teardrop.
We're gonna be...
Island Dragon.
We're gonna pretend to be polite by censoring the word, but we're still gonna call people that we're just gonna say, oh, you're an R word, because that's somehow a vast improvement. Whatever. Fine.
It's true. It's true. Seriously. God damn. And this is not like...
Marsha, have you heard about Amber's neighbors and the screeching because of LCU that she's been doing and the trouble? I can't stand to watch the LCU, but I love hearing secondhand about the gossip and just the Amberlyn dirt that doesn't happen on the show because the show's scripted, and the only remotely interesting thing about that is just seeing Amber show her entire figurative shelf. But just the secondhand stuff that has come out, like, about the neighbors, just like, oh my God, what is going on in there, and complaining. I love it. I love it. I don't know how their neighbors could do it. I would be absolutely complaining, especially what they pay in rent in these places that they're living. Absolutely not. No way in hell I would be on the building manager's doorstep daily until he did something about this woman.
I don't know. I'm gonna go crazy if I have to deal with people. Like, I just can't. I can't. I need to, like, my goal in life, I need to be fully self-sufficient away from fucking society. I'm so tired of it. Hey, Pooh.
At this point, I'm just waiting for the wellness check. I'm waiting for the followed up by, you know, whatever PD wellness check. We just need to see if you're okay, ma'am. Is there anyone else in there with you? Are you safe? There's been a lot of shouting.
Yeah, I never use it towards, like, people with disabilities. Never.
Oh, that makes it okay.
Take DG and explore Canada. Starting a homestead. Yeah, he's fine.
I don't call the people that the slur initially applied to the slur. I just call other people the slur. Therefore, it's fine.
What? Space lifts? Oh my God.
Makes sense. Sure, why not? Girl logic.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I would lose it too.
She can't send it, or she'll show it for later. It's covered in trash.
And be happy and, like,
acknowledges it.
through all of this shit that people give us. It's like, no. Ugh.
Snacky Onassis, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I love that username. That's amazing.
Whatever. I guess. Friends are overrated. I mean, like, I have, like, a couple, like, I'm not even, it's not my friends or my family. It's just everyone else in the world. Like, ugh. The people on the train, like, everywhere.
Yes, Jovan Claudette. Kids.
Today I was at
fine,
Silly Billy and a
whatever.
security
Kids
guard
are
comes up.
kids. These things happen. But if it was my single neighbor at 11 o'clock at night just screaming to herself, absolutely not. No.
I think you're trespassed from this mall. It wasn't the same guy. And I was like, no. That was for 24 hours.
Oh, she's so mature,
like,
you
I'll
guys.
have to check.
No.
He's like going through his roster of, like, fucking trespass people. I'm like, I was told not to live stream, so I was trespassed for 24 hours.
Well, there were some steps in between. I was told not to live stream, and I was trespassed for 24 hours. But you know what? Fine. We all watched it. We don't need to go.
That was supposed to be it. So he contacted his manager, and sure enough, he's like, sorry about that. He apologized and everything, but...
He apologized, but I'm still going to rag on him just for doing his job and making an honest mistake.
Just like, I don't even want to leave my house anymore. Like, I just don't. Everything is a fucking drama. Everything is bullshit, man. Like, why can't everything just... Like, do I have to stop live streaming? Like, I don't know. Do I have to get it... Like, do I have to get a real job? She almost said, do I have to get a real job? I love it when she does this. When she comes close to saying the thing that she actually means. And then she's... Every now and then, those handful of brain cells that are in there rattling around like that popcorn toy that toddlers push, you know, where the little balls just go pop, 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 pop. Once in a while, those little brain cells that are in her head doing that, two of them will collide together and she will stop herself from saying the bullshit she's about to say. And I swear it just happened here. She was going to say, do I have to get a real job? And she stopped herself from going that far because she knew it would be a shit show. Offline, maybe for my mental health.
Do I have to get offline?
I'm tired of everything.
Saved.
It wasn't Mo.
Did you save it, cutie?
Yeah. Be a hermit. Yeah, I'm about to. Don't leave us. Anyway. It's just like, regardless.
Yeah, I think that one was a little early on Martin.
I don't know how
sometimes
to
they are
like,
on there.
It was
late.
very
Well,
blurry,
Chantal
like the lines of
especially.
what
It's
happened,
like,
between,
really?
you know, him being passed around. He wasn't supposed to ever be passed around. I was supposed
get
to be
in there,
notified,
girl.
and he
Check
was just
your
kept
finger.
being given away. The one time before this,
He wasn't supposed to be passed around, so I don't understand why they're not passing him around some more to me.
the last time she said that Sam was very happy at where they were, And I didn't know she moved away to college and left him with her family. Like, why do you care if he's not even in your care?
There it is. She moved away to college and left him with her family. If anything, that sounds like the opposite of passing around. It sounds like the college freshman chose to make the mature decision and not disrupt the cat for no reason. I don't know, man.
She's just being a freaking bitch for nothing. That's what pisses me off. If he's happy and you don't want him upheaved, he shouldn't be upheaved. You're upheaving him. You're the one doing it. He
did
would
they,
remember
though?
me. He was
it
in my care for 5 years.
It doesn't sound like they did. In fact, it sounds like she did the opposite of that. It sounds like she left him in order to not do that.
Or more. 6 years. How is that cat not going to be happy?
Yeah, she makes Sam sound like
she doesn't give a fuck about that cat.
Well,
she just cares about being a cruel bitch and keeping him away.
Now, it sounds like she cares about the cat, but you go in that ear mining for gold. Let me know what you find.
I have something in my ear. Is it earwax?
I don't know. Is it? Who knows?
Hot potato with Sam, yeah. Fuck.
Could be a wax.
People,
could be some cheesesteak.
Well, I don't know the family, but
God, just go on.
Someone my mom apparently knew, like somebody from, I don't know. I don't want to tell you guys the whole lineage so everyone can figure it out. Just fucking forget it. How about that, Maru?
Yeah, just forget it. So let me keep bringing it up.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. Exactly.
Don't move on.
And now they're acting like, well, you got rid of him.
Well, you did.
What the fuck?
You did.
I hate these people. I mean,
you did. And you did it. You did. I'm just going to pause it right there with the fork in her ear. And you did it for some romance scammer in Kuwait that you had known for a couple weeks. What did you think that they would think? Yeah, it's fine. Just
how are you today, Teardrop? Better than me, I hope. There's no wax. What's itchy? Okay, there we go.
Lord.
I'm not contacting them anymore. It's just going to cause me more stress. I don't need.
You just asked. I guess she already stuck the fork in her ear.
Whatever. That's it. Disposable fork. Yep. Whatever. Excuse me.
Well, she'll use it again. Whatever.
Like, imagine you entrust somebody with your pet, and even if you rehome them, like, would you be a friggin' bitch and be like, no, it's not your cat anymore?
If the cat that they rehomed with me had obvious signs of neglect, and if they acted absolutely unhinged in my DMs, and when I asked their mom, who my family apparently knows about them, they said, oh yeah, she's done this, that, and the other. She was here for a couple weeks. She got another cat, rehomed it, bounced to Syria, came back, bought another cat. I'd be, yeah, absolutely. I would be like, no. I would be a bitch. I would be a bitch about it.
Can you fucking imagine?
Respectfully, I would be a bitch about it.
It's like when a good breeder makes the client sign a waiver that the animal needs to be rehomed.
I mean, I would be polite the first time, maybe the second time, but at a certain point, if you kept at it, yeah, no, fine. We're throwing verbal text message hands, I guess. Let's go.
They brought back. Yeah, see, this was all verbatim. So my fucking fault for not being more careful. Oh, I will be so careful in life from now on. Trust me. Oh,
no, you
yes.
Won't. No, you won't.
Oh.
But we can pretend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is so fucking stupid. You regret giving him away for a man that cheated. Oh, sorry. Did I know he cheated at the time that I fucking rehomed the cat? You dumbass moron. No, I got married and it was a year and a half later that whole shit happened. Text messaging, not touching, by the way.
Well, but that did happen. You did give the cat away for a man that ended up cheating on you. Now, you can't always know who's going to do what, but you can take some steps, and one step you can take towards at least lessening the possibility of unpredictable things happening in your quote-unquote marriage is by not marrying someone that you do not know. Whatever about the cheating in this scenario, she is kind of right, I guess, in that that's not really a good point to say, well, yeah, you retroactively now regret it and he cheated. Whatever. Regret the fact that you gave your cat away for someone you knew a couple weeks who turned out to be a shit stain. Regret that. You gave your cat away for someone you did not know who was showing you every clear sign of being a romance scammer, and you just were like, yeah, let's go for that. That's fine. That sounds good. Hey, Mrs. Peel, hope you're doing well. Good to see you as always.
Friggin' idiot. Oh, my bad. I had a crystal ball where I could see in the future that would happen.
Oh, good luck with the live chat.
Like, how am I
YouTube
supposed
is
to live in a
on
world
one lately.
with fucking idiots like this? No, seriously. I'm so over it. Yeah, I don't understand why they wouldn't want Sam back with you if they're finding him inconvenient. Yeah, I mean, like, he's just...
They're finding him inconvenient. Who said that? It, again, just sounds like with her folks, like teenagers tend to do with pets when they go off to college. It's kind of a thing. Jeez.
She knew that would happen. That I was, come back to Canada and want him back anyway. But
so why didn't she leave? And as for the cat, the moment he cheated,
they won't listen. They only want to twist it into something else. Exactly. That's exactly what
good to
exactly
see.
happens.
Because I hope you're doing well. By the way,
they can eat shit. I don't give a fuck about them. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next little chunk of something. Because it's just more cat ranting from there. She totally doesn't care. She's over it. She's gonna rant about it for like another half hour of the stream. Let's just look up something totally normal.
Is it haram to sell your farts in a jar to people on the internet?
Is it?
Anything associated with bodily waste is generally treated cautiously in Islamic law. It's inappropriate or degrading. Oh, it's not modest or dignified either.
Are you surprised? Sorry. She's inconvenienced by this information.
Why can't I believe in God and love God and also want to sell farts? Like, I don't understand. Whatever.
You don't understand why selling your jarred farts might conflict with your alleged religious beliefs. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. We're just gonna move on. Oh, 100% Saint Eaters. It's right her favorite.
I feel like less of a person because of that.
Just talking about it.
Farty beauty.
Farty beauty.
Your old
like, oh, I wish I'd
I have clothes I want to sell if anyone wants some. I'll go through my closet if anyone wants to buy some. Is anyone a 5X? Oh my god, yeah. Really? Open up a Depop. If it was born of halal foods. It's indecent for us to behave this way.
I roll. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean...
That's why I can't belong to any one religion.
Nothing but rage bait. We've had cat rage bait. Now we're having
right? I know, Larry.
Fart rage bait.
Do you have any rock and roan? I have one rock and roan dress, but I wanted to wear it for like on my trip because it's sexy. You know that red one with the flowers? Wait, let me see if I have a picture. It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me now. There were moments of cold and there were flashes of light. You know, Celine Dion. Hey, how is Celine Dion doing? There were nights of endless pleasure.
Oh, Marsha, the way that the Chat GPT updates seem to work, every time they roll out a new version, there's a whole chunk of people who are mad that their AI companions have changed. I don't know. I really hope there's some update someday, and then the Chat GPT that she's been talking to just starts giving her attitude back to her.
How did my hair look nicer when I first got to Canada?
That or AI becomes her new boyfriend. I feel like those are the two ways for this to go. This was in the hotel when I met Carly and Josh.
The sexy red. I mean, these pictures are all online anyway. Hold on, I wanted to show you guys my nails too. I'm looking for the dress. Where's Heath? Where's Heath? Sorry, I was really loud.
Yeah, she just does this now.
Maybe I shouldn't swear online.
This is on 1.5.
No swearing.
The museum we watched on 1.25. We're watching this on 1.5. I like to observe the speeds, just so we all know.
Challenge failed. I failed today, yes. I failed hard.
You know, Goose Chuck had an interesting theory, and the more I watch this, the more I think it's true, because I've been watching her mainly on 1.5 when it comes to the kick streams. The vlog, I was like, I'll bump it down a little bit. But the kick streams, I've been doing those on 1.5 lately. I used to do her on 1.25. I've bumped it up, and this seems to mesh with the theory. She is still doing the gummies, even though she says she's not, which, whatever, I don't care. Just be honest and, you know, stop acting like it isn't a weird gray area for you. And, you know, if you don't want to talk about the ethics of that, then just don't. That's an option. But whatever. She's not overdoing the gummies so much anymore, but I think she's still doing them. She's just doing a lighter dose, enough that she can feel it, but not so much that she's, you know, comatose within 30 minutes of starting the stream. And she's slowed down. You know, she's gummied up, but it's just enough that it's not super detectable. She's not as slow as she was when she first got back into Canada and was hitting them super hard and doing the wheelchairs and stuff. But she is a little slower, and I think that's why I've had to bump her up to get her almost sounding normal, because it used to be if I'd bring her up to like 1.25, maybe 1.3 on a stream, she'd start to sound like she was talking at a normal pace. And then she first hit Canada, and I was watching those on like double time because she was just a actual slug. Like, she was made of oatmeal. And now they're coming in about 1.5, feels like, oh, now I feel like she's talking at the pace of a normal human. So, yeah, I think that, I don't know. I think that is some circumstantial evidence for that theory, if you will.
I have chicken, scalloped potatoes. All this raging.
Which would be neither here nor there if she wasn't
ChatGPT.
lying about that, too, for no reason.
I have a picture. Let's wait. Yes?
Like, it's such a weird thing to lie about. I don't think anyone really cares that much if she uses THC in a country where it's legal. It was the dosing herself into oblivion to where we were basically watching a cardboard cutout of Chantal asleep on the boneless couch. That was, you know, people were like, this is too much. And then the mixing other shit with it too, you know, but whatever. Like, no one cares if she responsibly eats a 20 milligram gummy once in a while.
I miss juice.
Why lie? Oh, well,
Sleeping
Sala cares, exactly.
Okay, I'm
Thank
getting
you.
closer, I think. What?
Sometimes I forget about him because I just want to block it out.
Pictures disappeared. Remember I went through that before?
Yeah, she can't afford the big gummies right now.
I'm so hot right now, guys. I can't do this. I need to put the AC on.
An About Me channel, but it's all censored, right?
Seriously. 2 seconds.
It's like, yeah, you got to curate and moderate your community to a degree, but...
Why didn't I move all these to a folder? The Habibi files.
You're blocking and deleting just because somebody disagrees with you about an unimportant thing. I don't know.
What in the hell?
Maybe take a step back.
I'm always hot, man. It's insane. I don't know, guys. I'm so weirded out. Sorry.
And no regard for the temperature of the cat. Yeah, exactly. Sun eaters freeze. Poor BG. Who cares? Cat's just a prop. Cats have feelings.
Skid mark art.
Where's your $100 40 fan?
Go 40. Scoot.
I can talk. Where's your
think I should.
$140 fan, Foodie?
Pretty hot. There's a huge line at the Tim Hortons.
Fans in the shop.
You get hot flashes? It's 11, and there's people in the Tim Hortons line. Like what I'm about to wanted to do. Dinner needs to be... Oh my gosh, it's 11. It's 11, Teardrop.
Yeah, she didn't go to Tim Hortons, but she did go to the kitchen for a snack. It's 11. There's people at the Tim Hortons. I'm guessing it's people coming off or on, you know, those late shifts. She doesn't want to deal with them. There's probably a little rush there at some kind of shift change with the Timmys. She ain't going. I wonder if they told her not to scoot through the drive-thru anymore. I'm pretty sure it's up to the business on that. By the way, I've seen a lot of back and forth. People are like, you can't take a scooter through the drive-thru. And then other people are like, no, it's fine. And then Foodie insists you can walk through the drive-thru, which I've definitely seen people been refused at the drive-thru because they are on foot. I don't know. I think the business just decides whether or not they want to deal with that and the hazard that it creates or not.
I love how she's like, hello, and then bye.
Oh, I believe there's a lineup at Tim's at 11. That sounds absolutely right.
For dinner tonight, I had Silly Billy's. Fish tacos and pickled de gallo? It's pickled de gallo?
Yeah, I've lost count of the cheesesteaks. She had Silly Billy's again. It was the cheesesteak again. I don't know. There was also a big pile of Chinese food. So we're bringing home food from the mall court since we can't stream there. This is like 7, 6, 8. I don't know. We're squeaking up to double-digit cheesesteaks, and that's just the ones we've seen on camera.
Pickled de gallo.
It's a liability, yes, monkey's paw. I wouldn't want to deal with it.
I gotta do something here. I need to sweep and clean my house. I hate it. I don't like cleaning. Hi, babies.
Like, what happens when some lifted truck runs you over in the drive-thru because they can't
Remember
see
someone
you
yelled at
on
me for
foot
eating
or
these?
on scooter?
Gummies. Silly Billy, yeah. Silly Billy Philly. Right, ethical. So, I made this thing.
This is great, y'all.
Stickers. Every time
This
I have
is
a
my
successful
favorite
day,
thing that she did in this entire stream. She's made herself a little calendar with stickers. She's going to give herself a sticker when she has a good day. This is something I would have done for my kids years ago. This is a thing you do for kids. I don't do this now because my children are too old to respond to this at 12 and 14. No, this is not cash or talkies. I only take reward in cash or talkies. But yeah, she has hand-drawn herself a reward calendar with stickers.
I put a sticker, but I haven't put any stickers. Because I haven't had a successful day.
She hasn't put any stickers yet because she hasn't had a successful day. This is from the 4th, so yeah. Good start on March. Really got a jump start on the month. We're starting on the 1st, but, you know, it's fine. But when she finally gets a good day, she's going to get her a sticker.
So,
My children's chore chart. Yeah.
come see. It's okay. I didn't do Monday. I didn't do Tuesday. I didn't do Wednesday.
If Pete's moves in, she'll have to make a wheel.
You need fail stickers?
Schumerhoffen, good to see you. I'm sure I butchered your username, but I hope you're doing well. I do stuff like this too. Yeah, but I have a feeling habit tracking sounds cooler. Yes, it does.
Giraffe statue?
And, you know, I can't be for sure, obviously, but I have a feeling that at least once in a while you get the sticker. I don't think she's going to get any stickers. Aggie's Hearth, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today.
Fail stickers is still winning. I got this. What's that? You're gonna sneeze?
Yeah, Aggie's Hearth. I don't know why that's supposed to be motivating in any way. Like I said, my children are too old for that, and they're not even in high school yet. She is in her 40s. That would not be motivating for a normal 42-year-old adult with a varied collection of interests, much less be motivating for Chantal, who only cares about food and attention from whatever man is on her payroll at the moment.
Vegetable quinoa. I found it in my cupboard.
Oh, you found it in your
It's
cupboard.
flavored quinoa.
She found it in her cupboard. All right, well, let's take a look at the end of this here. We're gonna wrap up the kick stream portion of this stream because not much else happened. She just kind of started sealing again.
I have to charge this one?
Now this is on
interest.
like 2.5 because
That makes sense, yo.
she doesn't say anything interesting. I just liked watching her get lower and lower.
I like my guest purses. They were about 90 to 100, but they're not leather. Yeah, she did Chi-Chi.
Like you can judge how much speed, how much energy is left in her as far as the stream based on how much of the screen she can occupy. Once she is occupying only the bottom 50% of the screen, it's over. She's not going to say anything good. The rage bait portion of the evening has concluded. The goofy fart jokes portion of the evening has concluded. At best, you're going to get some weird voices, and she might pass out.
You can't make me either.
Yes, go check out Aggie's channel for sure. Thank you, Monkey's Paw. I tune her ceiling out. Yes, precisely. I just like watching her kind of just slip gradually down into the corner there. Like, you know, just the stream doesn't end, folks. It just fades away.
Mark Jacobs. Foodie. Anyways, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow for bees.
Yep, we stopped those after elementary school. Then it was chores and allowances. Precisely. All right, folks. So I do, as usual, little something to freshen us up after watching that mess. Today we're gonna learn about personal hygiene. Now, I'm sure this is something that we all, for the most part, already have under control, but you never know when a girl or a beezer is gonna wander in, and, you know, they could probably use the information. So let's all get up to par on our personal hygiene. The first week with no sticker is so sad. It's funny.
This was me at the age of 7.
That's kind of where we're at with all of what she's got going on now. The scooter, the sticker board, the mall ban. Just so sad. It's...
That was Mom. She was always keeping after me. But I couldn't see what being neat and clean had to do with being pretty. But...
I think it's wild how Foodie has all of these regressive ideas about relationships and men, and I want one to control me, but really what she wants is just someone to pay the electric bill and rent so she doesn't have to think about it. At no point did she absorb the corresponding notion that you are supposed to be, like, attractive for your man. Oh, well. Do what you want, but I just think that's funny.
As time passed, I learned that cleanliness and health have a lot to do with beauty. There are regular habits that I acquired that make me feel at ease with myself and others.
Prison
They're mostly the things that Mother asked me to do when I was younger.
The way things are headed, that might be what she ends up watching instead of personal hygiene for girls. Prison health for girls. Mind your P's and Q's out on that scooter, Foodie. Shopping bag
Start the
girl,
morning
thank
of a
you.
school
Good
day.
to see you.
Any
Hope you're
school
doing
day.
well.
I feel good when I get up, if I've had enough sleep. As Mother always said.
Yeah, you're going to
It
want to
doesn't
get a
take very
good
long before I'm under
14
the
to
shower.
18 hours of sleep.
I do this.
Preferably, you're going to want to get up sometime in the late afternoon, right, girls? That when we get up? Yeah, I mean, if you work the night shift, I guess, or, you know, if you just seal all day and all night.
Every day, both for my health and appearance.
7 o'clock, I wish. Right.
Plenty of soap and water. That helps keep my complexion clear. I'm at an age when blackheads and pimples form pretty easily, so I do what I can to control them. When your face is really clean, they have less chance of forming.
This is information you could also apply to the whole body vis-a-vis boils, really at any age.
Some people might not think a daily shower or bath is necessary, but I do.
No amount of glitter spray.
Every day I perspire, and waste particles are left on my skin. I wash them away so they don't give off unpleasant odors.
4 p.m. standard. Sounds good.
Because the best way to keep your nails bright and shiny is to scrub them with a brush. Bathing during your menstrual period is most important. At that time of the month, I use a special deodorant, just to be on the safe side. You know, I think there's nothing like a shower in the morning to make you really feel ready to enjoy the day.
But you don't need to do your legs, ladies, remember? You don't need to do your legs. It's fine.
I change my underthings every day.
You know, the soap water from the top
Holding
just
this
goes
against your
over
skin
them,
picks up
and
a lot
it
of
just takes care of it.
perspiration.
Don't worry about it.
I guess
It's
you
fine.
all know what it's like being near someone who
Makes
doesn't
sense.
change
Girl
as
logic.
often as she should. I know that I've learned quite a lot about making a neat, healthy appearance. But even though I feel pretty grown up, I realize that there are a lot more things to know. So I'm willing to accept a little advice from the older people. My mother often gives me hints about picking out the right color combinations and how to take care of my clothes so they last. She's been taking care of herself a lot longer than I have. One thing Mother once suggested when I was younger was that I use an underarm deodorant. Till Mom told me.
Why didn't Smee think of that?
I change
Just tell her about deodorant, Smee. It'll fix everything.
socks every day, too. I don't have as many clothes as some girls do, so I wash out my things pretty often.
I guess
I
you
try
know
to
what
keep
it's
my
like
outer
to
clothing
stand
as clean as possible, too. I wash out my sweaters and blouses after a few wearings. Every article of clothing needs constant care. Even my shoes need lots of attention. I shine them myself and see that they stay in good repair. Shoes that are dirty or run down at the heels don't help a girl's appearance very much. Keeping my clothing neat is more important than having a lot of clothes.
Mom knows best.
Another
Yeah, don't
part of
let
this
your
daily
kids stink,
routine I've been
y'all.
talking about is brushing my hair. Vigorous
Just tell
brushing
her
gives
about
it a
deodorant.
bright sheen because it stimulates my scalp and spreads out the hair oils. One more thing I do in the morning is brush my teeth. I brush my teeth
She used
after
to yell,
meals.
"My body, my choice."
My dentist says my teeth are healthy because of the care I
Lord,
give
can
them.
you imagine?
Well, they're
My
very
body,
important
my
to me.
filth. If I want to revel in
Important
it, I
enough, in
will.
fact, for me to visit my dentist at least twice a year for a checkup. No, my teeth aren't perfect, but they're healthy and clean, and that's what counts. Time for makeup.
I will have you know that those salt lines on the Skechers are coordinated with the salt lines on the scooter. That is a matching set.
The only makeup I wear to school is lipstick, but I'm careful
Oh,
in the
that's
way
right. She doesn't sweat.
I know lipstick looks best when it follows the natural line of your lips, and when it isn't on too thick.
She doesn't sweat. Ah, I love that story about her. One thing I will say about Girl World, I feel like most of us have like a sketchy folder on our computer of screenshots for things, and one thing that I have multiple pictures of is just her sweating, and this is why, because like one day she was like, "I don't sweat," and I was like, okay, well, I need some sweaty pictures, which those aren't hard to find.
Then, a last-minute check to make sure you're passable. A drooping slip is easy to miss. There. And I'm just about ready for school. At school, I get a sort of reward for my morning's activities. I've nothing to be self-conscious about. Everything's been taken care of. My personal health habits keep me fresh and clean all the time. They keep me relaxed and let me be myself. That's why they mean a lot to me. I try to get some kind of exercise every day. Maybe you're wondering why exercise is a part of my routine.
She's just glowing.
Well, exercise makes you feel good, but more important, most of your muscles get used. Exercise helps keep my muscles from getting flabby. It keeps my body and legs firm and attractive.
The investigation is gonna be something. Fortunately for me, my mom is also a Girl World viewer, so hopefully, when it comes down to it, she'll be able to translate for whoever has to go through my computer and try to figure out what I was up to in my final days.
Being able to do a lot of things helps me fit in with any crowd.
Exercise, okay.
I meet a lot of new boys that way, because everyone my age is interested in sports.
Let me get that.
A lot of pep. Most important, though, it makes me feel good. This is the time I like the best. Lunch. You see, I love to eat. But I don't eat only my favorite dishes. I keep in mind the foods that will give me what I need every day. You all know what you should eat, and so do I. This lunch, together with my other meals today, must give me the basic foods and the proper amount of calories. So I think about my choice of foods. Foods can be so important because they affect your teeth, your hair, your skin, your weight, and your figure. These are the things anyone can notice. Eating the right foods in the proper amounts contributes toward regular good health.
There are people who don't sweat, but that's like a whole other actual thing.
At least one night a week I set aside for hair washing night. Sometimes it seems like a task, but I know it's important. My scalp, like my skin, perspires, and waste particles accumulate. Regular washing makes your scalp feel good, and makes your hair smell fresh, and keeps it soft and silky. Once a week for me, and more often sometimes, when my hair gets too oily or dirty. Now's a good time, I guess, to see if I've told you everything I should about my health habits. Let's see. I brush my teeth after meals. I brush my hair every day and wash it at least once a week.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about hair care when you got none.
I bathe every day, and I'm extra careful about cleanliness and a deodorant during my menstrual period.
Showers for storage.
I change my underthings and stockings every day and keep my clothing in good condition.
Nah, it's okay. It's still good. I just
I eat the proper foods. What I eat affects my hair, skin, teeth, my weight, and the way I feel.
So cheesesteaks all week are fine, right?
I try to get some exercise every day.
I got onto
and I get enough sleep every night.
Enough sleep.
Enough sleep for me,
14 to 16 hours.
For anyone my age, for that matter,
get up before.
Is between 8 and 9 hours. And so, to bed. Well, you've seen my health habits.
I know, she failed all the way down the line.
They get results.
Just striking out all the way through. All right, y'all. Well, that is me done for today. I appreciate y'all each and every. I try to steal 8-9 hours a day. Exactly. Something, if you maybe go get looked at. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Don't take it from me, but also don't take anything from Chantal either. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you for being here. I know there are only so many hours in the day, and you took some of yours to come spend with me and watch this nonsense. So thank you so much. I think I got everybody in here. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Without y'all, I am just another internet shithead hollering into the void. So y'all really make it happen. Thank you